You're now listening to the final part of the PortoBay mini-series. In part 3, we are speaking to Nicholas de Souza, the General Manager at PortoBay Santa Maria, as he gives us a tour of the property and how tech supports operations and the guest experience.
Hotelier's Voice. Exploring opportunity and hospitality with Ryan Haynes. Hear from the people making a difference. From revenue to operations, marketing to digitalization. Learn the thinking behind their decisions.
Hi, Nicholas. It's wonderful to meet you. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your probably very busy schedule here at a very busy hotel to give me a little bit of a tour of the Santa Maria. I've been here for 4 nights, so clearly no stranger, but start off by telling me about the Santa Maria for all our listeners.
Santa Maria is a special hotel. We've opened our doors 25 years ago, but we have a very high percentage of return guests. Obviously, it's your first time, but roughly our ballpark, 60% of our guests are return guests, and with an average length of stay for 9 nights. And we're also very fortunate that a lot of our staff members have been here from day one, many of them. So it has become what our guests like to describe a bit of a club, in the sense that when they come back, you always see a familiar face from our staff, and obviously we take good, genuine care of them.
What are some of the standout features here at the Santa Maria compared to some of the other hotels here on the island?
I think, without a question of a doubt, one of our strongest points is location. We are in what we call the old town of Funchal. However, you don't feel that you're in the city because you're obviously in the seafront. And once you're in the hotel, it feels quiet, peaceful. But as soon as you step out the door, you can feel the culture of the city, etc. So it's prime location. Obviously, what I mentioned previously, our staff, also one of our highlights for this hotel. Very genuine. I wouldn't find them too formal. Well, in some hotels, you go to a hotel and you see them a bit standoffish, and here it's more of a family feel. So I guess those are the two main attractions for the hotel.
I must say, first moment we walked through these doors was just a smile that one of your staff gave us as soon as we arrived. Said, "Hello, how can I help you? Can I take your bags?" Well, I was only going to obviously check-in, so I wasn't going far. But it was just so nice to feel that kind of welcome and the smile more than anything, because it just literally lit up the stay. So looking at this building, it fits in very nicely to the traditional Portuguese architecture that you get here in Funchal. A lot of the old town just behind with the cobbled streets, which is just idyllic to actually enter this town with and to the hotel. So then you come into a very open, airy foyer reception space. So just talk to us about this space that we have in front of us here.
So as you walk into the hotel, you're in the lobby, you have the reception on your left. So just to tell you a bit about the concept of the hotel, Porto Santa Maria is it's related to the sea, because once upon a time it was an arsenal where they used to build boats. So it's all tied around the sea. On the left we have Captain's Bar, where we serve our great cocktails and the bar snacks in the evening. And then to our right we have our Arsenal restaurant, where we serve our breakfast and also dinners.
So this Captain's Bar is closed at the moment, is that right? What sort of hours does it open and operate?
We open at 5 o'clock for happy hour, from 5 to 6, and then we always have entertainment in the evening, 7 nights a week, which starts at 9 p.m. And we have from varied type of entertainment, from violinists to pop, rock. We have some tribute bands, which are Bee Gees, Elton John. So we always try to, have some fun entertainment going here in the evening.
It's really interesting, sort of like when I was in here the other evening, it was busy. You had quite a few guests in here, obviously enjoying their happy hour.
Yes.
But I guess you've got people here that are here for quite some time. They're not going to go out every single night. So I guess there is a need to provide that sort of level of entertainment at the same time, and table service.
Yes. So as mentioned prior, like the average length of stay of our guests here is actually 9 nights. So it's quite a long stay. So therefore we always have to have varied types of entertainment to keep them here. And obviously we have a great bar selection of drinks and food. We actually brought one of our great chefs from our 2 Michelin star restaurant in Cliff Bay, our sister property. He joined us here last year in March. So we've been able to give it a bit of a push up for our food offerings here.
Right. Okay, so let's talk a bit more about that. So most people are on B&B, or are they here on a wider package?
We have roughly 30% of our guests on half board. Every single guest is on bed and breakfasts, and so we do have quite a few that also come for dinner, join us for half board too. Yes.
Oh, lovely. Okay, and they could just book that in if they want to join you for the evening meal. Do you have lunch as well here?
Yep. We serve lunch at our promenade bar, which is by the pool. We have a lot of, we've just introduced a new menu where we're trying to do more of a sharing concept there in our promenade bar. I'm not sure if you had the opportunity to join us at Restart, the pop-up restaurant.
No, missed it. I went to book it and it already closed for the season. So I was very gutted about that because I heard rave reviews.
Yes, I'm sorry we didn't get you in. Saturday was our last night. It's a pop-up restaurant that we opened during the summer days. We'll be opening next year again. This was our first year.
It's an excuse to come back. That's all, Nicholas. Don't you worry about it. So F&B, I mean, we talk about sort of like uplifting revenue from guests. Is that one of the areas that you're really trying to concentrate on at the moment? Or is it just more of the experience side?
Yes. We have fierce competition outside our door. One of our great benefits for guests staying here, you have at least 25 restaurants at 2 minutes at the doorstep of your hotel. And therefore, obviously, we need to stand out somehow. And obviously, we're trying to elevate our food experience here in the hotel. Not only service, I think we're there, but food, always space to improve.
Excellent. Yes. I mean, it is one of those things, and it's very difficult, I guess, when you've got so many restaurants that are literally within arm's reach.
Yes.
So you have this restaurant here, which is both in dining, but also got the outdoor seating area, which I had some wonderful breakfasts outdoors over the last few days, lovely buffet style. And this leads us on to the terrace, right? Describe what's out here.
So out here, this is our pool area, and I think one of the great benefits is that you can see the ocean in front of you. We have the pool, and then we have some palm trees, garden areas, so a lot of greens around here, and it's very serene, calm, and that's where our guests look for when they come here. They like to relax. You also have, obviously it's not part of the hotel, but you also have sea access right in front of us. So if you do wish to join us for a dip in the ocean, you're more than welcome to.
I just love you've got these tables just on the exterior there as well. If you just want a better view of the sea, it's wonderful.
That is my second favorite place in the hotel. Yeah. It's this, basically in front of the hotel, we have a promenade where, locals walk in front of the hotel, but it's also, we have a deck there. We also are able to sit outside and dine and look at the port and the ocean that's right in front of us.
A lovely swimming pool. I did get to dive into that before breakfast the other morning. My friend was not very happy that I was diving in there. And you've got another pool down here. Can we get in through this way? Can we? It's where's this lead us to?
So this is leading to our indoor pool, which it's a pool that has access to the interior and exterior. I guess this is what we call the spa area also, where we have some spa treatment rooms where we do massages, also pedicures, manicures, facials. We also have a gym, and also in this area we have a steam room and sauna and hot tub, jacuzzi.
And another one upstairs.
Yes, we have 3 in total. 1 indoors, 1 outdoors, and 1 on the rooftop.
Yeah, I definitely got to enjoy actually all 3 of them whilst I was here. Definitely at the quiet periods as well. But this is really nice, I guess, to have this more quieter escape if people want it. How popular is the spa in general here?
There's a lot of our guests who like to enjoy massages during this day. This is a nice area too because we have some sunbeds where not all guests like to be in the sun. So here's a good place to hide away. And it's definitely, I would say, even more tranquil than outside.
Are we missing any other amenities, or have we seen pretty much all of them before we head to one of the rooms?
So yeah, we spoke about the 3 outlets, which is Arsenal, Captain's Bar, and Promenade Bar. We've just now, I guess, to go up to our rooftop, where we'll get to see the amazing 360-degree views of Funchal, and also our hot tub up there.
So you've been only here a year or
Yes.
so. Where did you move from?
I was working for the Four Seasons, and I was in Barcelona, Aspen, Colorado, Singapore, Australia, Canada, and the Caribbean. However, I'd missed home, and so I was 2 years in contact with PortoBay, waiting for an opening. I'm born and raised in Madeira, and I wanted to come back home, and I just wanted to join the right group, especially coming from such a prestigious brand, Four Seasons. It was important for me to find my next step back home, and I couldn't be happier. It's somewhat of it's a family business, but also corporate, so it's a mix, and I enjoy the culture. It reflects on the behavior of the staff. You can see how it's from the top management all the way down, very friendly, welcoming, genuine people. So, yes, great place to work.
And so when did you leave Madeira?
I left Madeira 2011. I went to study hotel management in Estoril, which is a town near Lisbon. And then when I graduated, I started my hotel journey around the world. It's been 7 countries total.
And I guess that's a wonderful thing about hospitality. There is opportunity for you to be able to go to different countries, different types of properties, different types of brands, but also at the same time, I guess speaking English certainly helps you open a whole world for you. Now, but you've come back here. Home is a big thing for you here in Madeira.
Yes. I think I was very lucky to land in hospitality. It was basically a bit of influence from my mum. She works in hotels. It's very fun. I wouldn't say it's a hard job, but it's a very passionate job. Madeira, obviously, the predominant industry is hospitality, so there are many opportunities here. And yeah, I'm happy to be back home. It's for those of you who haven't visited Madeira, obviously I'm biased. However, it's a place where I think there's the great things about Madeira going for it is gastronomy, great food, culture. It's safe, mild weather year round. So to live and on holiday, it's a great quality of life. Yeah. I mean, look around you. Just right now, we're looking at the mountains. You can almost see the peak, which is at almost 2,000 meters altitude. And then right behind us is the ocean. So, I mean, I think we have it all.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are on the roof terrace now, the harbour rooftop. And this was certainly the thing that I certainly fell in love with when I came here. It's the old buildings, the old Portuguese sort of architecture, as well as, you know, the phenomenal views. It's warm, but not too warm at this time of year here in the middle of October.
Yes.
Salty sea, though. It's much more salty than back home, I can tell you that much. But clear as anything. So it's very beautiful.
Yes. I mean, we're looking at the ocean right now and you can see right through it. So I do agree with that. But it's an interesting fact, the salty, I'd never realised that.
Oh yeah, I'm a regular sea swimmer. So it's one of the things that I particularly noticed as soon as I dived in there, the amount of salt that you've got in this water here compared to the English Channel.
Yeah.
Which, definitely is not as salty.
There is a secret spot I could show you that we access only once a week to our guests, which is we've started our own herb garden and vegetable garden. So it's on the opposite side of the rooftop. We started this when our new chef came, as mentioned, not that we're trying to turn this into a Michelin star or anything, but he came from a 2 Michelin star restaurant, but it was also the only restaurant in Madeira that has a green star. And so when he came here, he's also not a farmer part-time, but he plants his own vegetables and has his own chickens. So he said we should create one here. We only have horse manure, water, and a lot of love from our maintenance team.
Wow. I get, and that's a wonderful thing about in this country. You can grow things very easily, and I guess at quite a volume as well. They must be able to really flourish in this heat and the sunlight as well.
So it's interesting. This has kind of like a greenhouse effect, I guess, where we have our solar panels above us. Which, curious fact, these solar panels, they generate 50% of the energy consumed in this hotel. We have 270 solar panels. So if you come around the corner, you'll see the remaining of them. And we also have some hidden on the roof on the other side.
This is amazing. That's fair. I mean, I know that the whole island is trying to work towards renewable energy, but it's very discreet. I wouldn't have even noticed these solar panels.
No, you can't see these panels unless you're from a higher point of the hotel, but from below you can't see them.
So that's about 50% of the energy here.
Yes. Obviously it depends on the sun, but we have a lot of sun year round. So many of the time we're producing almost 50% of the energy. Yes.
And really quite a potential big garden here. Was this just a vacant space before?
This was a vacant space, and it was an initiative from our chef.
Next come to chickens and the cows.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? So now walking into what we call a superior sea view. I'll just open the curtains, get a bit more daylight in here.
Oh, it smells wonderful in here. Wow, it's amazing.
This is a PortoBay scent.
Oh, you have your own scent.
We do. So any PortoBay you stay at, you will smell this and you'll feel like home.
Oh, that is nice. Do you sell it?
We actually don't, but we should.
I was going to say, I probably would have picked up some. Look at that view. How extraordinary that is. Be able to sit out there with a bottle of Vino Verde here. That's stunning. Nicholas, you work in a very beautiful hotel.
Yes, thank you. I'm very happy here. Actually, it's the easiest hotel I've worked at because of the staff. They truly are, genuinely nice and proficient at what they do, which makes life much easier.
So if I could ask you now then, firstly, what's your goals for the next couple of years?
Well, we're actually going through a refurbishment project at the moment. We have just completed our model room in February this year. So we're planning to refurbish the entire hotel. So all guest rooms and bathrooms. Following the rooms, we're going to also renovate our restaurant, arsenal, and captain's bar, and then lobby. So we're giving the hotel a facelift. We're talking timeline 2-3 years, because next door to us, we will be opening a new hotel, which is being built at the moment, called the PortoBay Old Town, which is a stone, it's 100 meters from here, it's just across the road. And obviously we want it to be on par once the new hotel opens. Mm-hmm. Yes. But the refurbishment will be one of our main priorities for next year. But obviously, once again, the food experience is also something that we're always trying to elevate.
And if you could ask you your piece of advice you give to someone who's looking at entering the hospitality industry, from your traveling around the world, moving up through the ranks, coming back home, what piece of advice would you give?
Well, for someone starting, I would say choose the right group to work for. I mean, personally speaking, prior to joining the PortoBay, I worked for Four Seasons. I think it's a great brand because it's important to have that foundation of learning the procedures, standards, excellence, etc. And then what I enjoy most after is working in smaller hotels, right? I think big hotels are just not so personable and not so fun. And so therefore, I rather work in smaller ones.
Interesting. It's a similar conversation I had with Alex, who'd moved over from obviously the hotel in Sao Paulo to a much more personal experience here on the island. And also, I guess, the different type of guests that you get here compared to some of the bigger hotels. They're wanting at much more proximity of experience with the staff as well.
Yes, yes. I mean, and you go around this hotel in specific, PortoBay Santa Maria, you'll see a lot of hugging from guests, and it's and as I previously mentioned, it's a very family feel, right? And that's something that's very special to this hotel.
Nicholas, thank you so much for taking me on this tour, giving me the insights to the operations of Santa Maria and what you have in the front of you. So very exciting indeed. Definitely need to return at some point.
Thank you for staying with us, and hopefully we'll welcome you back in the near future.